Hey guys, and welcome to A Policeman's Life. I'm Kenny, and today we're just going to look at the Joker trailer. I'm just going to walk through it and point out the things that I picked up in this video. Really love the Joker movie now after seeing this. I can't wait to see it. It's probably going to be the movie of 2019 that I most want to see. Thinking back to The Dark Knight, I loved Heath Ledger as he played the Joker, and Joaquin Phoenix, who's the Joker in this trailer, looks like he'll do an awesome job. So basically, when we see the Joker in previous movies and comics and stuff like that, we never really knew his history. You think of Heath Ledger, every time he had a victim, he would tell some story about how he got the scars, and it was always different. So this is supposed to be a standalone movie, not really connected to anything, but it is one that gives us kind of a backstory on the Joker. So let's go through that. So in this little part of the clip, as soon as it opens up, it shows Arthur, who was the Joker before he's the Joker, talking to a therapist.
Does it help to have someone to talk to?
So here we see that Arthur, or the Joker, has some issues in his life. If you look back to one of the stories that was told before, he talked about his father being a drunkard. And in one of the stories, it mentions him actually scarring his face, giving him the smile. Well, we don't really see that here. He doesn't have any scars. But anyway, he's there at a therapist talking to somebody. Maybe he's talking about the relationship he has with his mother. In this trailer, we see that they do have somewhat of an odd relationship. So I'll show that clip here now.
Mother always tells me to smile and put on a happy face. She told me I had a purpose.
So here we have Arthur talking about his mother always told him to smile, put on a happy face. So obviously there's some struggles. He doesn't feel like smiling, but his mother says put a smile. And it also shows that clip of Arthur bathing his mother, which is kind of weird about the relationship. Maybe she's not able to bathe herself. We'll touch on it a little bit later. It feels like maybe his mother has some severe mental illness. So we look at Arthur. He wants to be a stand-up comedian. So here's him writing some jokes, as you can see the title at the top. But as it gets down the bottom, you can see the font gets bigger and bigger. If you read the thing, it says, the worst part about having a mental illness is people expect you to behave as if you don't have one. And as he's writing that, the words are getting bigger, they're getting a little more sketch, so it seems like he's really getting worked up about that. So that's kind of an interesting thing. So maybe himself, he struggles with a mental illness, as you would assume, as he becomes the Joker.
To bring laughter and joy to the world.
So here in this clip we have Arthur. It looks like he's trying to do a part-time job. Obviously, being a comedian is not paying the bills, so he's out standing in front of a store with a sign, which gets stolen by these kids, and he chases them down the alley. They end up assaulting him, but he was in a clown outfit, so maybe that's really just inspiration. So in this scene here, we have Joker. You can see he's at a donut shop with a female. I'll just play it here in a second. But this is kind of interesting. This could be Arthur's or the Joker's love interest in this film. We don't really know much about that. There was some, obviously, Harley Quinn in the newer ones is his interest when he is full-blown Joker. But there's also some other comics. I forget the name of it. That I think the Killing Joke is... It references Arthur actually having a wife, and she having financial issues, and basically her dying, and basically the Joker doing what he had to do to pay off those financial debts. So there's some reference to that, but we don't know if that's connected to that. But here's the female that looks like it's a good friend or a love interest.
Even though it's breaking.
So the next scene here has Arthur walking into the Arkham State Hospital. So obviously he's walking his own free will, so that's not for him. So maybe he's going to visit his mom that has mental illness, and this is where he goes to see her. Not sure. As it goes, it shows him in the elevator in the sky. You'll get by. So here we have Arthur, the Joker, sitting at a comedy club, Pogo's. There's some type of announcer on the stage, or somebody, a comedian. And this is where we first kind of get a little glimpse at the Joker laugh.
To your fear and sorrow, smile.
It's interesting here, he's putting on his makeup, he's forcing himself to smile. Here on the screen, it looks like this is the
What's so funny? Freak!
So this here may be one of the more interesting little segments of the trailer. So you have the Joker, Arthur, peeking up over a hedge, a wall, with his little clown nose on. And soon he's going to interact with a very young Bruce Wayne. So the trailer suggests that Arthur, the Joker, has something against the Wayne family. He goes there maybe to see Bruce's father, but finds Bruce playing in the garden, and then they have this interaction. So it's interesting to see if they build on that anymore, but definitely it's neat to see Batman and the Joker connect at this point here. So here's Robert De Niro. He plays a talk show host by the looks of it. It looks like the Joker ends up going on his show. It looks like this might be a reference to a film. I forget the name of it right now. Just lost it off the top of my head. But basically it's a Martin Scorsese film. Talks about some dark humor. Basically somebody kidnaps the talk show host, holds him ransom, wants to go on his show as part of his ransom, which he does, and gain fame. So this is a little reference to that here as well.
But now I realize it's a comedy.
So as we end the trailer here comes the Joker walking down a hall. It looks like it could be back at the Arkham Hospital again, and now it looks like he's fully embraced his role as the Joker. He's holding some flowers in hand. I don't know if he's going now fully as a Joker to visit his mom, who's maybe still there. But here, let's play the clip. So it's pretty interesting to see his outfit here. Definitely looks like it plays back on the old original comics with his clothing styles of choice. The makeup may be a little different, but his clothing is definitely very retro, kind of like the original. So that's pretty much the whole trailer there. I hope you enjoyed it. Tell me what you think in the comments below. What are you most looking forward to seeing the Joker? Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you later.